version 3.1, Wuthering Waves delivers one of its most emotionally resonant chapters to date. Titled The Star That Voyages Far, the Roya Frostlands arc initially presents itself as another expansion of the game's growing cosmic mythology, introducing new terrain, strange anomalies, and a looming existential threat. Yet beneath its icy landscapes and high-concept sci-fi elements lies a deeply intimate narrative. At its core, this chapter is not about the Frostlands or even the broader conflict. It is about the bond between Rover and Aemeath. What distinguishes 3.1 from earlier arcs is its deliberate shift from large-scale world-building to character-centered storytelling. Previous chapters often leaned into political tensions, factional struggles, and the mysteries of Solaris 3. While these elements remain present, they function more as narrative scaffolding than focal points. The emotional weight of the story rests squarely on the evolving relationship between the protagonist and Aemeath. Aemeath is not written as a conventional companion character. She does not merely assist Rover out of admiration or narrative convenience. Instead, her identity is deeply intertwined with Rover's existence. She views Rover as family, someone who shaped her worldview and influenced her growth in profound ways. This dynamic avoids predictable romantic framing and instead adopts a subtler parental undertone. There is a sense that Aemeath defines herself through Rover's presence, while Rover, typically portrayed as composed and emotionally restrained, reveals an unexpected depth of protectiveness and urgency in response to her vulnerability. The arc's use of time distortion and looping timelines serves as more than a science fiction device. It becomes an emotional amplifier.
This time, you have to trust me.
The fractured chronology reinforces a central tragedy. Rover desperately seeks to protect Aemeath. Yet Aemeath repeatedly chooses a path of sacrifice to protect Rover in return. The time loops create a feeling of inevitability, of fate bending around their connection. No matter how hard Rover tries to alter events, Aemeath has already resolved to shoulder her burden alone. In this way, the story reframes powerlessness not as weakness but as emotional realism. Even a powerful protagonist cannot save someone who willingly embraces sacrifice. One of the chapter's greatest strengths lies in its pacing. The narrative allows key conversations to linger, giving emotional exchanges room to breathe. Glances last longer. Silences carry meaning. Rather than relying solely on spectacle, the writing invests in quiet moments of vulnerability. These scenes ground the cosmic stakes in something tangible and human. When Aemeath steps into danger, it does not feel like a plot device meant to escalate tension. It feels like watching someone mature too quickly, accepting responsibility at personal cost. Thematically, 3.1 demonstrates remarkable cohesion. Sacrifice, autonomy, destiny, and family are not merely referenced. They are embedded within the structure of the story itself. The looping timelines reflect the character's emotional impasse. The vastness of void space contrasts with the intimacy of their bond. This interplay between scale and sentiment gives the arc its distinct tone. Grand in scope, yet painfully personal, However, the chapter is not without flaws. The density of lore, particularly regarding void space mechanics and temporal anomalies, may overwhelm players less invested in the game's deeper mythos. At times, exposition competes with emotional clarity, and the cosmic scale occasionally threatens to overshadow the intimacy the story works so hard to cultivate. Nevertheless, these shortcomings do little to diminish the arc's overall impact. If anything, they reflect the ambitious narrative territory the game is attempting to explore. Ultimately, what makes version 3.1 memorable is not its setting or even its antagonist, but the emotional tension between two individuals bound across fractured timelines. Aemeath grows because of Rover's influence. Rover suffers because of Aemeath's growth. Their bond becomes a paradox of love and loss, one defined not by possession or rescue, but by acceptance, protection. The story suggests does not always mean preventing sacrifice. Sometimes it means allowing someone the agency to choose it. In centering its narrative on this relationship, Wuthering Waves demonstrates a maturation in its storytelling approach. The arc prioritizes emotional coherence over spectacle, and character development over mere plot advancement. As a result, version 3.1 stands as one of the game's most compelling narrative achievements thus far. If future chapters continue to build upon this character-first philosophy, Wuthering Waves may well transcend its genre conventions and establish itself as a genuinely exceptional long-form story. That is it for this video. Please leave a like and comment how you feel about this story quest.